So what we've done thus far is we have graded in a flat area over here on this upper part. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off my reference line that I made for my building, and I'm probably also going to turn off my minor contours since I didn't grade those. And I'm just going to take a look at this in 3D, see what this looks like. And we can kind of begin to see how that's really steep slope there. Back up just a little bit to take a look at that. Zoom in just a little bit. You can kind of see it from the side view, so you can see that's a pretty good vertical drop going on through there. And then we can see over here where we think it should have gone if we did a site analysis. This area over here is pretty flat. And that would have been the best place to put our building. It's flat already, which means we wouldn't have to do too much grading to make this work. Well, I just wanted to show you that to see what it kind of looks like in 3D. So I'm just going to give a brief summary of what we've done thus far. So this is kind of just a summary of the workflow that we followed. The first step that we did was we simplified the drawing visually by turning off the minor contours. Step 2, we located the flat area in plan. And usually this is done during a site inventory analysis, and usually run some sort of suitability analysis to find the most suitable location for a building. Since we were working with a hypothetical terrain that we just kind of made up on the fly, we didn't really find the best location for our building. So ideally, you want it to be in an already flat area. Step 3, locate the object in 3D space. So we need to determine what will the elevation of this object be. We want to equal out the cut and fill as much as we can. And we also want to take under consideration some of the slope. Step 4, we sketched a strategic plan of how we were going to move the contours before we actually move the contours. And sometimes you may have to print this out to 8.5 by 11 and then just sketch it out with a pencil how you think you might do it before you actually do it on the computer. Step 5, we manipulated the cut side first, and then we addressed the drainage to make sure that water was going to drain away from whatever we had proposed there. Step 7, we manipulated the fill side next. And then step 8, we took under consideration some of the slopes. So we went through and we calculated some of the slope, and we found that the area that we really wanted to place our building was just really too steep, and we had to put in a lot of retaining walls. And we found another area that was probably more suitable because it was more flatter than the area that we were trying to put our building. But this was a good learning exercise, and you don't want to make the same mistake that I made, so hopefully this presentation will help you to remember when locating something that you need to grade in that's flat, that you'll find an area of your site that is already flat, if you can.